Welcome back, guys, to another beer review. You're watching All the Beer No Idea. I'm Baz. As I said, another beer review coming up. We've got a German style beer now that I picked up from the Black Forest Deli in Oswestry, and it's an altbier, and it's Hannen Alt, coming in at 4.8% in a 400 and, not in a 400, it's in a 500ml bottle. What does worry me about this, hopefully it shouldn't make any difference. I'm really hoping, because I'm hoping it's still brewed in Germany and it's still done the proper German way. But it does say on the front Carlsberg Deutschland GmbH. So Carlsberg clearly own this, but hopefully it's not going to affect the beer anyway. I made a few notes here actually. Anyone out there that doesn't know anything about alt beers or not heard of them, alt beer means old beer. It used to be brewed in the historical region of the Rhineland around the city of Dusseldorf. The name comes from being top fermented, which is an older method. Unlike the bottom fermented beers, the bottom fermentation of other lager beers. So other lager beers now are sort of bottom fermented. This is brewed in the old sort of way where it's top fermented. So yeah, that's a little bit of what it is. I can get rid of that now, can't I? Because that went fantastically well. So without further ado, there we go. Another quick look at the label. Bit plain and boring, I'll be honest with you. Do like the old bottle cap though, if you can get that. I'm not sure if you can get that Hannen out on there. So let's get this beer out the bottle. Nearly said get it out the glass. We'll get it out the bottle into a glass and see what we get. What I do know about alt beers is when I went to Dusseldorf, they were only served in something like 200ml glasses or 250ml glasses. You had a huge head on the beer. That's how you got your beers served. That's how they do it. And as you can see, this one I've managed to serve it pretty much how you would get it in a pub. But they're actually dead straight glasses. This obviously tapers a little bit, but they're supposed to be dead straight glasses. So yeah, looks exactly as it should. They are a darker sort of beer. I always thought they were sort of like a German style ale, but I mean, I'm judging that from maybe it's supposed to be sort of like a darker sort of lager. Hard to really say, really. So yeah, anyway, waffling on. Nearly 3 minutes in. Caramel sort of ale colour, if you like. Plenty of carbonation coming up the glass. We got a 2-finger of quite compact, just slightly off-white head. So let's go in on the nose. See what we get. Very malty. You are getting a hoppiness in there. It is very much sort of English ale-like aroma. There's almost a fruitiness in there as well. Sort of like dark fruit, sort of hedgerow sort of fruit. Smells alright, doesn't smell offensive particularly. Smells a little bit different, so the only way we're going to find out if it's any good is by diving in. So cheers everyone. That's nice actually. And I'll tell you, thinking about it, just from that taste, what would I say it tastes like? It's very much like a bitter. It's very much, you know, I may get told off for this, but I've literally just done a bitter, an English bitter. And maybe this is Germany's version of a bitter. I mean, because it looks exactly the same, the head's there and everything. So we're going again. Quite a nice body on the beer. Nicely carbonated, not too much. Smooth as silk as well. Taste notes. Again, it's just reminding me of the bitter I've done. You're getting that hoppiness in there. You're getting that sort of hedgerow fruit kind of thing going on. It's bitter. The bitterness is pretty much there from the start. It's not over bitter, but just like an English bitter. It's very similar to the one that I've just had, which was a bitter. Smooth, soft, hoppy, sort of like a hedgerow fruit sort of thing in there. You're getting the malts in there. There's almost a sweet maltiness to it. I wouldn't say you're sort of getting any sort of like caramel thing in there for me. But it's very nice. 4.8%. I said with the bitter I just done 4.6. You could say it's drinking like that. Now, all right, it's only 0.2. But this is drinking a lot sort of lighter in taste, if you like. I mean, you would think this was weaker than the bitter that I've just done. But they both drink very sort of similar. I'll tell you what, that's actually very decent. There's not much more else to say about it. I've pretty much just repeated my bitter video, so oh, excuse me, bear with me. Hannen altbier, 4.8%, 500ml bottle. That gets a thumbs up from me. If you like an English bitter, that's how I'm going to go. If you like an English bitter, or even an English ale, you're going to like that. You're going to like that. I think that's decent. Anyone out there that's had this beer before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment, as I always say. Thank you all for watching. It's Friday night. I hope you're going to enjoy your Friday night. In fact, I hope you're going to enjoy all your weekend. I'm going to be back with a few more. So thank you all for watching. Feel free to subscribe, like I always say. And I'll see you again on another beer review. Cheers.